what most executives still misunderstand is one of the biggest misconception is believing cybersecurity belongs to IT, security teams, or compliance. For me, it is not. And I see cybersecurity as a business risk and a cultural risk and ultimately a leadership risk. As a trained chief information security officer from Carnegie Mellon University, I learned cybersecurity as a broader business scenario. So technology may detect threats, right? But leadership determines whether an organization is resilient or not.
Yes.
So cybersecurity is fundamentally about people, I believe, not systems. When I say it's fundamentally about people, many leaders, many executives who is in cybersecurity may be like questioning what does it mean by it's fundamentally about people. But let me tell you why I say that. Most of the executives often focus on tools and frameworks, but
Yeah.
the real vulnerabilities live in culture. What is equal to culture, right? Culture, the people are a biggest important aspect of the culture. So, fear, silence, and inconsistent leadership behavior will impact the culture. So, that will impact cybersecurity. So, if people don't feel safe to speak up, report issues, or challenge decisions, the organization is already compromised. And I talk so much about this kind of things in my podcast, which I recently started.
Yes.
So, second thing is, I would love to say cybersecurity is a trust function. As we know, trust is the backbone for every security program, right? When leaders create environments where employees feel intimidated, unsupported, or unclear, they unintentionally shrink to themselves and create a perfect condition for risk to thrive. Because if you think about insider threats, I don't remember exact examples, but there were a lot of insider threat happened in the industry which costed millions, right?
Yes.
So breaches often begin with that silence, I think, not malware. And that comes from the leadership behavior. That comes from the reason that I say cybersecurity is also a leadership behavior, but not a checklist. Your security posture is shaped by how leaders communicate, how they make decisions, and how they model accountability. Let me tell you this because I am a biggest advocate of right leadership behavior. So a leader who cuts corners, hide mistakes, or avoid hard conversation weakens the entire system. No matter how many tools, how many vulnerability tools, like, there are many tools that I can list, or
Yes.
how much technology you buy, culture is the strongest control, right? Just I gave you an example, how culture can be a strongest control, or if it is not built thoroughly, it can be a biggest vulnerability. You can invest millions of dollars in tools, but if your culture is built on fear or inconsistency, you remain exposed. Trust me, I have witnessed this for many years and in many companies, and I talk to people who have similar experience and feedback. So,
Yes.
a psychologically unsafe culture is a cybersecurity risk. So, your question, why I say cybersecurity is existential, because it touches everything. It's not just a technology, it's not just IT, it's not just cybersecurity or compliance. It touches everything: people, technology, culture, and a breach doesn't just
Processes.
impact the data, right? So,
Yes.
mm, yeah, I think security requires ethical leadership because it is very existential.
Well, that is quite insightful. And I like you talked about a culture of fear, certainty, or doubt.